Witness accounts of run-ins with the Wendigo. The first encounter takes us to Brunswick, Canada, near Grand Lake. This gentleman posted a story on Reddit in 2015, stating that he and his wife had bought the cabin the summer before. Their nearest neighbor was a mile away, and the cabin was located in dense forest. They spent most of the summer renovating the place, preparing for their first winter, which would prove to be one of the worst. And it wasn't just the record-breaking cold or the whiteout snowfall. The husband would end up having the most terrifying encounter of his life. It was a particularly cold night on the 24th of January 2015 when the homeowner's dog woke him up around 2 a.m. Figuring she must need to go outside to go to the bathroom, he gets up, leaves his wife sleeping, and lets the dog out. But as soon as he lets her out, she bolts to the wood line. And though he was yelling at her to stop, she acted like she didn't even hear him. She was on a mission. Irritated, he throws his boots and coat on and walks to the edge of the woods. He can hear his dog growling as she crashes through the dense brush. Next part. He stands at the edge of the woods, yelling for her, while shining his flashlight. He can hear her growling, crashing through the dense brush about 30 feet in. Then suddenly, the sound stops. What the hell, he thought? At this point, he was starting to feel uneasy. Sadie! Sadie, come here, girl! Come on! Nothing. He spots her tracks and begins to follow them. And about 30 feet in, he stops. I felt like I was being watched, he proclaimed. And no sooner did he stop, he hears a voice behind him. Babe! Babe! Thinking his wife must have got out of bed, he turns around. But there's nobody there. Then once again, he hears a voice behind him. Babe! Babe, are you there? He turns around. What the fuck is going on? Then a branch breaks. He quickly shines his light where the noise was and notices something. What is that? He shines his light a little bit more. That's when a tall humanoid figure stands up and lets out a screech. He bolts out of the woods and there she is waiting. 3. Welcome to the lair of the Wendigo. If you go down in the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, you better wear a disguise. For when the ground is cold and covered in snow, you may find yourself in the lair of the Wendigo. According to Algonquin legend, there was a demonic and evil spirit, and this spirit had the ability to control the minds of men and women. This beast would come out of its den in the coldest months of the year. It would stalk its prey, entering their dreams at night, manipulating them to long for sustenance in the flesh of men. And if the victim ever consumed the body of another, there was no turning back. They would forever be transformed into this horrifying creature, a creature many have come to know as the Wendigo. They constantly crave human meat, and their hunger is never satisfied. Following stories are based on true events. One more step towards it, when something would pop its head up. He couldn't believe what he saw. It was a humanoid figure with black eyes. The beast would then take stance over the deer as if protecting his food and let out a loud screech. Chuck no sooner saw this when he turned around and ran. His son Andrew would tell his story and explain that his father would only tell this story to certain people. And after his experience, he never hunted alone again. It affected him so much that on his deathbed, he told it one more time. You may not believe, but the people telling these stories do. Check out my YouTube for more videos.